Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be going over the line of Gen Y adjustable ball mounts with stacked receivers. An adjustable ball mount is really going to be best because we can change the hitch ball height for multiple trailers. So whether you only have one trailer right now or you do have multiple trailers, I do recommend adjustable just because it leaves you with a wide range of compatibility. If you switch trailers, you get a second trailer. I just recommend these in general over the fixed because overall down the line, it is going to save you money. So this particular ball mount here is offered in a ton of different variations. The first one comes down to hitch size compatibility. Now the model we have pictured here today is just the standard 2-inch, which is going to be the most widely compatible with your half-ton trucks. But if you have a larger 3/4 ton or 1-ton truck, this ball mount is also offered in 2.5-inch and 3-inch hitch configurations. So one of the main features of this ball mount and how it's going to set itself apart from some of the other options on there is the stacked receiver design. So this is great for a number of different reasons. Number one, let's say we wanted to tow a trailer and haul a bike rack. We could certainly do so because we would just have to have the ball mount in the lower hole and then our bike rack or other accessories such as cargo carrier in the top one. So it's really going to allow for a wide range of accessories to be used. I know some people use these on their motorhome as a high-low adapter to get your tow bar nice and level. And there's also options that have offset receivers. So one of these stacked receivers is above the shank, and that's going to be great for those people with ground clearance issues. So there's all different kinds of things you can do with these. They're very versatile. They work great for pretty much everything. So in regards to that adjustability, there's really a wide range of options. We have the standard 5-inch drop version, which is what you see here. You can also invert this to use it in a rise for 5 inches of rise, all the way down to 17.5 inches or drop or rise. So really, no matter what truck and trailer combo you have, there is going to be an option to get everything nice and level. Now, if you're not sure how to measure for your rise and drop, this is actually very simple. On the vehicle side here, we want to make sure we're parked on a nice level surface. We just simply measure from the ground to the top inside edge of the receiver tube, and then we compare that to the measurement on the trailer from the ground to the bottom of the coupler while that trailer is level. Now, the difference between those two measurements is going to let you know what your rise and drop requirements are. Now, keep in mind, a lot of guys like to think that, oh, I'll just get something with a ton of rise and drop. That way it's going to cover me no matter what truck and trailer I have. But unfortunately, that's really not the best option. You want something that's going to cover you by a few inches, but you don't want to go too far because you'll see that you're going to run into ground clearance issues due to the stacked receiver design. You can see this is a half-ton truck. I do have it lifted a little bit. This is a 5-inch drop version, and there's plenty of clearance here, but I really wouldn't go much more. So you want to make sure that you're covered for all your trailers, but you don't want to go too far because then you'll run into issues with ground clearance. So we're also going to get a wide range of weight capacity. So this particular one is a 16K. This is a great middle of the road option. If you don't need that extra capacity, you can save some money, go down to the 10K, but it's also offered into a capacity up to 32,000 pounds. So no matter how light or how heavy your trailer is, there's going to be an option for you. So with all of our ball mount configurations, we're going to get two included hitch ball sizes, a smaller 2-inch and the larger 2 5/16. When we need to flip sizes, it's very easy. We have a pin and clip on the side here. Simply pull that out, pull out the pin, and then we can just flip this around, line everything up, reinstall our pin and clip, and now we've successfully changed hitch sizes. Now, if we want to go one step further, how easy it is to adjust the rise and drop, because we mentioned earlier there's a wide range here that this offers. All we do is just simply move this up or down into the respective stacked receivers depending on your rise and drop needs. So our current configuration is going to be designed for trailers that have a 2-inch or a 2 5/16 trailer coupler, but there's also an option out there that it comes with a pintle hook if you have one of those ag trailers or industrial trailers with a little net ring. So one of the reasons that I really like Gen Y, it's not only that they have all these great features built in, but they also do a really good job of making their products durable and look great. So I really personally like the hammer powder coated finish that they use here. It's got specks of black and silver in there, and it does look great if you ask me, but it's also very, very durable. Ball mounts are certainly one of the more abused items because we're banging other metal components in them, such as the trailer coupler. So keeping our ball mount looking nice and new, it's not only going to look great, it's also going to help protect the metal underneath from rust and corrosion. And the actual hitch ball assembly here has a nice matte finish, so overall it looks great and it's going to be super durable. So in regards to what comes with your adjustable ball mount, you're going to get the main portion here known as a stacked receiver, and you're also going to get a 2 hitch ball, that 2" and 2 5/16, and you're also going to get a pin here that's going to secure the hitch ball to the stacked receiver. What you don't get is a hitch pin and clip which secures it to the vehicle. Now you could just buy a standard one like we have here. These are pretty cost effective. You would need to pick one of those up, but what I highly recommend, I like going with a locking hitch pin. That way you don't have to worry about someone coming up and taking off with your expensive ball mount. Here is the locking hitch pin that I use. There's many like it, all different kinds of designs. This is one made by Bolt. We carry this, and this actually uses your vehicle's ignition key to lock and unlock, so you don't have to worry about carrying a spare set of keys. Now, this isn't available for every vehicle, but most of your major trucks out there are going to have this option. I do like this a lot and I recommend it, but again, there's plenty of locking options out there. The main goal is just to provide security of our ball mount. So there is one downside to this ball mount here, and it's pretty minor, but that's that it's heavy, and that's how it maintains the weight capacities that it does. As we said, these are rated up to 32K for select models. So in order to retain that high of a capacity, you do have to add a lot of metal, which is going to add weight to it. Now, granted, this isn't something that most people are going to constantly be removing and installing on their vehicle, but if for one reason or another you do need to do that, I know a lot of people just leave these on at all times, even when they're not towing. It is going to be a little bit hard to get on and off just due to the sheer weight of them. This is actually the 2" version with the 5" drop, so this is kind of like the bread and butter of their line here. This is going to be the most standard and common one, and even this one is still pretty heavy. Go ahead and remove it here. It's not unmanageable for one person by any means, but it does have some weight to it, so just take that into consideration for your purchase. And that's going to do it today for our look at the line of Gen Y adjustable ball mounts with stacked receivers.